So, Champ, are you ready to start?
I mean, I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
Why are people nervous coming on? You know what? Let's start. That'll be my second question.
That's your question?
I have a really good first question for you. All right. So, everybody, first off, this is Champrul. Champrul is a wonderful dude. He's a speed runner, a Mario game aficionado. He hates Tetris, but he plays it every Champ Sun Saturday, where he plays Tetris with the community. He does all sorts of community games. He's a wonderful all-around PG streamer. He also makes YouTubes. Go check out his YouTube. Champ, how do you summarize, yourself to other people? Did I do a good job? Is there anything I missed?
I don't know how to summarize myself to people, so I would say you did a better job than me.
I feel like it's always easier to introduce other people than yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fair enough. Then if I forgot something, you can always correct me later. But my first question for you, I know all about speed running. I actually don't. I'm not a big fan of speed running, but I need to know, because I've got you on the air, what game bored you to tears and made you want to beat it faster and started you down the path of speed running?
Wow. That's how we're going to phrase this. And Kags is right. I do play Played Up with Champ on Sundays.
Oh, true. You
that
do play Played Up a lot. All the time, actually.
When I had to introduce myself, that's actually how I introduced myself on GDQ one time, is that I Played Up with Champ, which is me, on Sundays. So that's
you play with yourself on Sundays.
So your question was which game? So I never.
What game made you hate yourself?
There wasn't a game that was like that. It was just I saw someone speed running Super Mario 1,
and I
was
the first one.
Yeah,
the classic one.
Lost Levels. The OG.
Okay.
Basically, and I was like, how are you done with this game in like 8 minutes when that's just me getting through the first world? So it was just
so
interesting.
You weren't good at Mario.
I could beat you in Mario 1 any day of the week.
Listen, I haven't played a Mario since 64. Of course you're gonna beat me, but I bet I could beat you in Counter-Strike.
Oh, okay. Well,
of course.
Anyway. But yeah, so it wasn't like I hated myself. I was fascinated with speedrunning, and at that time I didn't really even think I was ever gonna be a speedrunner. But just knew that I wanted to watch them and be around them and all that stuff. And eventually Played Up did come along, and we played it casually. We played it super technically, and then it was like, oh, let's start speedrunning it. And then, yeah. Those are the games that I try to speedrun, but not very good.
So when are you speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine?
Never. Even if I did not hate that game, it's not a very good speedrun.
I've seen you play it, and I think you spent 3 hours on one level in particular, and I hated it every moment of watching it.
Mm-hmm. Same.
So I guess my next question was going to be, why is everybody so nervous coming on to a podcast? All I'm doing is I'm talking to friends of mine that I want to get to know better. So, like, why is it so nervous?
Because it's you.
What does that mean? Sorry, what does that mean?
That's not me.
That's Mug. That's my best Mug impersonation.
Yeah, no one's voice can get as high as that man's, and it's scary.
Very scary.
Yeah. No, the Mug thing. Actually, I forgot the question.
Well, oh yeah, why were you so nervous? No. why am I making you nervous?
You are such a curveball with anything.
Okay.
Literally anything.
Okay. Go on. How am I a curveball?
I could think that you're going to breathe, and then the next thing I know, you're just spitting up cotton candy that no one's been around cotton candy all day.
You know, it's biologically impossible to spit up cotton candy. I don't know if
No.
you've known that.
It should be, but it's you, so you'd find a way.
I don't think I'd find a way to defeat the laws of biology. Are there laws of biology? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. So you're just saying I'm very unpredictable, and that puts people on edge.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing in your opinion?
It depends on the situation. Going out to eat with you, it's interesting because I swear that at the restaurant you were dead set on getting one thing, and then the server came around, you completely changed it. I'm like,
What?
okay.
No, I don't remember this. What was I dead set on?
I don't remember, but I swear that you were. You were gonna get the same thing as someone else.
Yeah, and
There was no discussion of like, oh, you're not gonna get it because they're getting it.
so
Exactly, Raffle. Like, it was so immediate. I was just like, what happened to the original order?
and so because I changed my order at a restaurant, you consider me to be unstable?
No. Unpredictable.
Unpredictable?
Because you
It's the
seemed
same word.
No. You were very like dead set on the first thing. And it was like, okay, Zam's gonna get, I think it was a steak.
I don't think I would. Why would I eat a steak at a windmill place?
Peppermill.
What? It's the same thing. Wind,
No,
pepper.
they're not the same thing.
Why would I
It's
get
not the
steak
same
at a
thing.
pepper mill?
I'm pretty sure it was a steakhouse.
Was it? I thought it was more like a Denny's.
I think it was like both.
Are you looking it up live on air right
No,
now? You're
never.
pulling up a tab and you're looking up pepper mill? Oh boy. So I changed my order and all of a sudden you can't predict what I'm about to do. That's the
Well,
only
not just
example
that.
you have?
That's just the first example.
The first.
I
Okay.
hate
I
the
will
website.
believe you on that one.
We're not going to find out what they serve because I hate their website.
Okay.
Alexis, is Peppermill a steakhouse?
You can't just go into chat and then be like, "Oh, chat, prove me right," because then I will just be wrong all day. You can't rely on
No.
other people to prove you right.
Alexis is the one that recommended the restaurant.
I don't even think she recommended it because it was right there next to the Las Vegas
No.
Convention Center.
No, we knew that we were gonna go there the day before. We didn't tell you that.
It's a fireside lounge. There was no fire.
We were on the wrong side.
Oh, okay. I did go to
Anyway.
Nacho Daddy. Speaking of reading chat, Nacho Daddy was amazing, by the way. I actually really liked their food. It was across the
Can't relate.
street. What do you mean you can't relate? Why don't you eat
didn't
when
go to
you're on
Nacho Daddy.
vacation?
No, I do now. Is that where we're gonna?
What changed? I have to know
don't
why
know.
you didn't want to eat. I thought it was because of a stomach bug or something. Maybe you were hungover.
No, so I do think Peppermill did upset my stomach. That was a whole different situation. But so I had what's called travel stomach.
What is travel stomach?
When you are on vacation, you just can't eat. Like you try to eat, you're around so much good food, and it's like I eat one bite and I'm done. I suddenly did break that in May. I ate a lot of food in Texas in May. And then when I went to GDQ in July, we went to the Brazilian steak buffet and I ate so much food there. So I was like, okay, we're good.
What
The travel
changed?
is gone. I don't know. I think someone said that like the more you travel, eventually your stomach breaks out of it.
I don't think
And
it's a
so-
stomach thing. I clearly think it's a mental thing. I
It's a
think
mind.
you might
Yeah.
have some sort of mental illness. I'm not a doctor.
No, I think it is. No, thank you. I do think it's something mental, but I think your stomach is somehow involved with it too, just not as much as the mental. But
No way. It's
all
all
of a sudden,
mental.
like, it's in
100%.
Minnesota. I was fine.
So you mentioned
I ate so much
GDQ.
cake.
What is GDQ? What is it like? You went. How many? You've gone twice now.
Once, just this is the first time.
I thought you
So
went twice.
no, I've just been on the channel so many times.
Okay. What is GDQ for people who don't know what Games Done Quick is?
Well, you just said it. It's Games Done Quick. So they do two big mainline events every year, one in Pittsburgh and one in Minnesota in winter and in summer, where they raise money for charity, usually over $2 million in a week, of just charity speed running. Yeah, they're just a lot of games being speed run 24/7 for 7 days. Um, and I was there to do commentary for a video game and also to help just like with
You
setup and
can't
different
just gloss
stuff.
over which
And
video game.
Octopath Traveler, which I've never played,
The
but I
first
did
or the
commentary
second?
for it. The first one. Second was now
Okay.
Jet.
How do you do commentary for a game you've never played?
You get really good notes from the runner, and then you try to read those notes and memorize those notes, and you realize that you still have no idea what you're talking about. So instead, you talk about Wordle.
Wordle. The
Mhm.
game that you type a 5-letter word.
That's correct.
Oh boy. I want to go back to the conversation about GDQ.
Great.
How did you even get invited?
So, I guess that's the thing. Is that on they can't really see it on yours, but it's fine. I could move it. I'm gonna be fancy. I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna be fancy. I'm lying.
Is it your background wallpaper thing?
It is. So I got this.
He's an ambassador, chat. Look at that. What made you an ambassador?
So they were looking for people to be a GDQ ambassador, basically to run mini charity events on their streams. And at this point, I had already done hosting for GDQ for like the smaller events. I had been a runner on a few different events, and so I'm hoping that kind of gave me a leg forward in applying for ambassador. I got picked as one of 15 ambassadors that got a trip out to GDQ, and I raised over $1,000 for Doctors Without Borders on my
Wow,
stream
that's
alone.
impressive.
Yeah,
Is that the
I
only
was
charity
happy with
work
that.
that you do?
No, I've done so much. Oh my gosh.
I know that feeling.
I work with Stream for a Cause. They do so many different events throughout the year. They're about to do like their Halloween events soon, which I know is exciting for everybody that loves the spooky games. I've done stuff through Gaggle for Lupus. So much. Yeah, so much. I can't even think
Would
of all
you
of it.
do another GDQ?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Why?
I just always have loved it. So my history with GDQ, that was so when you asked me about speedrunning, when I saw the Super Mario speedrun, that was my introduction to Twitch and to GDQ. I was on YouTube and someone had uploaded the GDQ run of the Mario game and said like, oh, the event's still going, catch it live on twitch.tv. And I'm like, what is this? They're streaming. Is this live? They're live speedrunning these games and raising millions of dollars. I like this. And so just
you
from there,
wanted
I
to
was
do
like,
the same thing.
yeah. I didn't want to speedrun at the time. No. I
But you
wanted to be
wanted to
involved.
stream?
I wanted to stream. Not I had no plans of being affiliate or partner. I just wanted to stream.
Why?
I don't know. Like looking back on that, I don't know. I know that was the case because what I would do is with my job, I used to have hour lunch breaks and I work at home. So I would clock out at work and your favorite game, I would literally stream for 50 minutes of me playing Tetris 99. Get up and stretch and then
Wow.
that was it. And
That's
obviously,
how
I
you
don't
got
think that's the way to
started.
get affiliate. Yeah,
Oh my
that's
goodness. You know, I've interviewed so many people about how they got into Twitch. I think that might be the worst story. I
well.
could be wrong.
If you put it all, yeah, there's more to it. I can give you the full flesh story.
Okay, go ahead.
So
We've got nothing but time. Tell me all about yourself.
so here we go. So the GDQ introduced me to Twitch.
Yeah.
Lunch breaks, I was able to stream the 50-minute Tetris 99s. Eventually I was like, maybe I could start doing more streaming. Started doing like late night streams of Zelda. Um, Eventually led into me streaming Mario Maker. And again, still all of this, I'm like, I don't care about affiliate, I don't care about partner, I just want to stream. Somebody came in to one of my Mario Maker streams and was like, why are you not an affiliate yet? And I'm like, I haven't really tried. He kind of pushed me into going for affiliate, and from there I've just been like putting a lot into the content creation. Once we got towards that affiliate grind, I started playing Fall Guys, and I don't think Cadence of Hyrule was there yet. I don't know.
Is that
Whenever it
person
was.
Raffle, by the way, or are they even still
No.
in your community?
They are. They're busy, so they pop in from time to time. Negative CPU is his name. But no, not Raffle. Raffle was there when it happened. Raffle was there for the conversation of like, why are you not affiliate? But no, it just kind of happened that way.
Why are you not partner?
You want me to be real?
Sure. All right. We'll go that way. I just wanted the credit for when you get partner. I wanted a cool story with me involved. I wanted to be involved. I'm a narcissist. But go ahead.
Okay,
What is your
you're
real
getting the same
reason?
answer that negative CPU got. So okay. I don't think I deserve it. So that was the answer he got. I don't think I should be affiliate.
What do you mean you don't think you deserve it?
I don't think that I am at a level to be partner.
What is stopping you from getting to partner? What do you think you need to do to be good enough to be partner?
Spend more time on the building of the content again.
What do you mean?
Not just waking up playing Tetris, waking up playing Fall Guys, and then going back to sleep. Like actually posting on TikTok.
You have a marathon stream coming up. You have all sorts of events that you go to. You go to GDQ. You do all sorts of things that aren't just wake up and stream. I don't understand your logic, but all right. I mean, I have different real reasons why you're not partner, but that's a different conversation, I tell you. I don't think it's because you don't deserve it or you're not to that level. I think that I would make some small tweaks to your brand, your stream, and I think that that would go a long way. But honestly, if I were to say, if you keep plotting this course, you could probably get there in 2 or 3 years. I don't see a problem with that. Just you've been on a growth pattern. Just keep it up.
Well, thank you. I'm glad someone believes it because we'll see. We'll see. Like that's what I sold negative CPU. I'm like, we'll go for it. We'll see what happens.
Right. Well, if you ever do need any pro tips and you actually want to go for partner, feel free to reach out. I've got plenty of ideas. I learned really early. Well, not even really early, about 2 to 3 years into my streaming career, that people don't like unsolicited advice. So I stopped giving advice because everybody gets butthurt. So
yeah,
I don't give advice. If people come to me for advice, I'll give it to you. I also am not a reigning authority on streaming either. I just make content because I want to make content. But I did the whole partner grind, and well, it was a fun experience. It's a lot easier these days, I hear.
Really?
Yeah, because raids count. These shared views for doing stream together counts. Like, for example, you could just piggyback off a big streamer for a month or so, and then your partner. That's super easy.
I guess so, yeah.
But that I feel is cheesy, and that's the lame way to do it. But people do it.
It feels like cheating to do it that way. Yeah,
you're not wrong. But if you ever do need advice on how to improve your stream or whatever, feel free to reach out. That goes for anyone, by the way. I'm not going to tell you how to improve what you're doing. Just invite me to, and don't be afraid of blunt, honest truth, because I will give it to you nice and raw. Phrasing.
Wow. I didn't say anything. I,
Are you okay?
I'm fine, because I was going to say, did you want to do that right now? But then the chats are just.
I mean, I could give it to you nice and raw right now. I guess that could be part of the podcast if you wanted to go through that conversation.
The conversation about partner, yes.
Well, if you're talking about getting partner, I don't think that that's a conversation that you're ready for, because you're not at the partner door. I'd have to see what your CCV is, but if I were to tell you of how to prepare for it, I would say, keep the schedule that you've got going on. Think about big events that you can host, like being part of ZamCon or doing your marathon event. Got to keep those rolling and get embedded into a community that's not niche. I argue Played Up is pretty niche, but there's a lot of good communities that you can get into. The problem is you lose your soul playing that game and nothing but that game, and then you hate yourself. But it's the tried and true method of how to get partner.
Mario Maker was rough.
So I hear. Yeah. So is Stream Raiders, and that's how I did mine.
What's that?
It's a really ambitious crossover game that's available on mobile and PC if you went back in 2 years, where it's a streamer-led game, and viewers could play with them, except they then sold out and fell apart, and yeah, they don't exist anymore. RIP Stream Raiders.
Yeah.
It is how we met. Do you remember the exact stream I came in?
Ooh.
Do you remember my first message?
I feel like I actually remember that more than the first stream.
Okay, what was my first message?
It was something to the relation of, where is your battle plan?
Also give me the gold.
Okay, that too.
Please give loot. I remember this very fondly. Anyways, yes, I met Champrul through that game. It was a very decent game, I gotta say. It could have been better, especially if they listened to the community, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Stream Raiders is how I got into it. It was a community I latched on to because I was so deep into it. I was an ambassador. I was the Zambassador for Stream Raiders.
This is there were team members calling you that, so
Exactly. So chat did mention about being PG, and that was one of the questions I wanted to know. Why are you a PG streamer?
So the answer is a little different now than what it used to be.
Oh no. What is the first answer, and then why is it now?
Now, because I'm afraid of change. That's the answer for now. Originally, I was working with, and still kind of am in the background, but I was working with a friend as far as building a nonprofit organization. With it, we were kind of the faces of that nonprofit, and a lot of the nonprofit was working with families and with kids, to where it was like, if you're gonna post content online, maybe we shouldn't have weird content. And then eventually, because the streams were PG, a lot of terms of service legal teenagers started showing up in my streams, and I was like, I also just don't want to say this stuff around these kids. And now they're going to college, some of them, and I'm like, I'm old. But it was kind of the culmination of those two, of like, I don't want to say this around those kids, and I also am the face of this nonprofit, so I don't want to have that on there.
Yeah.
Now it's just I'm no longer really the face of it. A lot of the kids are much older, but it's like it would be weird for me now to kind of change it all of a sudden.
Why would you incorporate a nonprofit with your stream?
It wasn't incorporated. It was
Well,
more so just if someone were to find the stream, it would be a weird look.
I don't fully agree, but I can understand where you're coming from.
Mhm.
For me, I don't do PG because I get very awkward around kids, especially online. Like, why are you here? My personality is not very yippee. My personality is more, oh, curses, I died again. This is all poppycock. Nothing of this is cool, blah, blah, blah. I'm an angry bald man, not a kid magnet. And I feel like it's better that way, in my opinion, for my brand.
I'm an angry bald man too. I don't know.
You're
It's
not
different.
as bald. You grew your hair out. What is this?
I need to shave. You're right. I had to look. I was like, wait, yeah, I need to shave.
Okay, so you're not PG. Or you're still PG now because you wanted to not have to change.
Just okay. I just didn't want that much change going on.
Okay, well, I actually argue that it's easier to be on Twitch if you're PG.
Really?
And I argue you play on hard mode when you put on that M for mature filter.
Oh,
But
well, yeah, for sure.
that's my opinion on the outlook. I thought about going PG once. I think about it more often because as I've been editing my videos and my gameplay for YouTube, I decided to get rid of the swears because YouTube doesn't like a lot of swears, so I would edit them out. And every time I swear, it means at least a minute for me to do an edit to remove the swear. And so every time I swear, I hate myself. And so I could very easily at this point transition to PG if I just get rid of a little less like sexual talk and all that sort of stuff and tone it down. But PG makes it a lot easier to be a streamer because you get more family-friendly raids, you get sponsorships, you get picked up by the bigger streamers, and you're a bit more comfy cozy, as people would say, except I'm not comfy cozy at all.
It depends on the day of the week for me. I feel like Saturdays are cozy at this point. Every other day, I'm like, no, I'm not cozy.
I don't know. I've never seen you not be comfy cozy. Every time I come into your stream, it's like you're vocally hugging me, and it feels like a warm marshmallow teddy bear.
So the podcast is to make me cry, apparently, y'all.
Why would that make you cry? What part of that makes you cry?
Happy cries, Sam.
What? I've never been happy. What do you mean happy cry?
It's a fair point.
Also, I can't cry. Fun fact, back in 2006, it was May, I shot lasers into my eye by having LASIK, and I suffer from a very bad side effect of dry eye, where my tear ducts have dried up, shriveled up, and I can't cry without getting like an eye infection, and even then, it's like maybe 4 tears. So I don't cry.
I hate to be testing things right now.
Go ahead, dry eye. It is a common thing with LASIK, and you can dry your tear ducts up.
I wanted to see if that was going to zoom in for you, but it does not. Okay.
What are you trying to zoom in on?
I was doing. There's something that's attached to a scene, but apparently it's not attached to that scene. It's fine.
Okay. I'm so glad we spent a minute looking at that. Oh boy. But yeah, no, it's a symptom. It's literally a symptom they don't tell you about. Is the dry eye is a very harsh symptom. And I live in a dry climate here in Calgary, Alberta, where it is always dry, always. And so it's made worse that when I drink alcohol, the next morning, it's like I have sand poured into my eyes, and it is terrible because I don't produce enough tears, and I have to literally get eye drops. Yo, thank you for the raid.
For some reason, my brain didn't assume that my lights were on anymore.
It's okay. I enjoyed it. I'm sure YouTube will enjoy the little dance party you had.
Oh my gosh. Ryan, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. But that is unfortunate, Zam.
It
That you
is.
can't
It's very
cry.
unfortunate. There's oftentimes that I want to cry, but I can't really. I'll bring a tear to my eye. I think I actually cried during my second year stream anniversary, where people were way too kind to me, but it was only like 2 tears. But
Well, I mean, if you're not able to cry easily, then 2 tears is a lot.
it's a
I
lot.
would. It does show that you had emotion still.
Yes, I get misty eyed and red in the face, and I snort and sniffle.
Oh, okay.
So I did want to ask this question to you because I think I need to know this for you. I know a lot about you, but one thing I don't know about you, who has been the most influential person to you in your life?
Wow.
Because I never hear about you talk about your family. I never hear about you talk about your heroes. And I always wonder, who do you look up to? Who made you the man you are today?
Wow. Like Raffle said, I don't necessarily talk about family. It's not that it's like, oh, family's personal. I'm really around my blood family, which it's not like an estranged kind of situation. It's just we're all in different parts of the world, different parts of the country. So it just doesn't really happen very often. We still love each other. I still message them every now and then. My cousin just last week sent me a picture because her dad found some old mail that I had sent her when I was like 5, where I was apparently writing like Blues Clues letters to everybody. So
Did she
that was
mention how
nice.
she figured out Champ's clues?
She didn't, but it was like, okay, this is interesting. It was nice to see. Here, Wayne Brady was the
Wayne
first name
Brady.
that popped in my head. Yeah,
I could see it. You have a lot of the same mannerisms. I would peg as Wayne
yeah,
Brady.
yeah. Just seeing him on Who's Line, and then like 10 years ago, he was on a podcast that I was listening to, and I was like, okay, a lot of this resonates with me. And he's just been in entertainment for so long, and now he's doing Let's Make a Deal, and I'm obviously game show obsessed. That's something that people may not know, is that I'm game show obsessed. I can tell you way too much information about some of your favorite game shows. And so yeah, I guess Wayne Brady is my answer. Yeah.
Interesting. I never would have pegged Wayne Brady for you. I would have
Yeah.
pegged somebody in possibly like streaming. Like I would have said possibly J Rock the God, but I don't even want to say he would be a very good role model that I would have pegged for you. I would have thought that for streaming he would have been one.
For streaming, actually yes. For streaming, when Negative CPU was like, you should go for affiliate. It was also very freshly into me being introduced to J Rock stream, and I was just like, he's playing Zelda with his feet, and people are really enjoying this. I'm in, like, how is he doing this? And it was like, I can't do that, but like there could be something that I could bring, some kind of element that I could bring. And I think like freshly after getting affiliate is when I started doing Mario Party on an exercise bike. And
We'll get to that. That's part of the questions I had in the future. I've a couple questions about exercise biking. But I do want to point out that chat is definitely pro Wayne Brady. They all seem to love him. If you like Wayne Brady, go check out Champrul. He's a wonderful streamer, very similar to Wayne Brady. You can already tell his mannerisms. I don't want to say match, but after you said that, it almost feels like you're his son. And I don't want to say that that's weird or anything, but that's how close the resemblance between you guys, in my perspective, is. So for an influence on your life, I think you did a good job. I mean, you could have picked worse influences like me.
Here we go. Here we go.
So one question I've been asking every streamer that's been on the podcast so far, what is the worst thing that you added to your stream? Something that you put on, said this sucks, takes it away. What is something you absolutely thought was the worst idea for streaming? Could be a channel
Ooh.
point redeem, a noise alert, a walk-on
Oh.
sounder.
You actually gave me a very easy answer. It's not that raffle. It's not the chug. I did hate the button. I do not want the button there still. For
Why not?
Because well, actually, it's not as bad anymore. It confused me when Stream Raiders was still a thing, because sometimes my brain would be like, "Oh, that's a Stream Raiders sound. Let me hit the button," and it's like, "No, it's not time yet. You still have 20 minutes left on your battle."
Back when you cared about making sounders for every Stream Raiders event, even after it was dead.
I did it for every. No, I still did. Every single one I made one for, and that is a word raffle. Even at the very end, I would just, if they did like, they were doing like Vortex 2.0 or whatever, so I already had my Vortex, I just played that one again. But yeah. The original channel point redemption that I hated, or I didn't hate, but it was bad for my voice, was I had talk like a pirate. And every night after stream, my voice was just sore, and I'm like, no, we're not doing this. And so that was like a week that lasted. Then I had different redeems for. This is getting. You did not expect the kind of things that I'm going to say during this podcast, and I didn't expect to say them. There was a redeem on the first 26-hour New Year's stream to have me taste Biscoff snacks or to drink Welch's grape juice. Did not know that inadvertently that was leading to me having type 2 diabetes.
What? The biscuit and grapes.
Yes.
How does that lead to type 2 diabetes?
It was so much grape juice, Sam. It was so much.
You drank enough grape juice to find out you have diabetes.
Correct.
What was the symptom that made it all make sense?
There's the thing. There was no symptom that made it make sense to me. That stream obviously ended on January 1st. I felt fine. I woke up the next day and cooked a whole meal. The day after that, I went to stream and my vision was like a little blurry. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm getting old. You know, half my family wears glasses. Maybe it's my time. But then I started feeling like weak. I wasn't able to eat food. And it was literally we're still freshly out of the pandemic. So I'm like, I have COVID. That's great. I'm just going to wait out the 2 weeks. And it just turned into so long of a time frame that I was like, well, you know, if it is COVID, I should at least go get it checked out. So maybe I'll go to the hospital. And I was not able to safely get there, so I did have to call an ambulance. And as soon as I get in the ambulance, they're doing my blood work and everything. And the EMT is like, do you know of any medical records or any medical history in your family? I'm like, yeah, my grandma had diabetes, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, you do too. And I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah, your sugar's 600. And I'm like, oh, okay.
So did you need medicine? How did you get over your diabetes?
I still take medicine. Basically, it's a medicine that helps my body produce its own insulin again.
So is it like a pill?
No, so it's like Ozempic. Ozempic was originally for diabetics, but had a side effect of the appetite thing. So it's similar to that. It's a shot type of thing. But it's also specifically still for diabetics.
Okay.
And metformin. Yes.
So you inject yourself once a week?
Yeah. Yeah. Once a week. and then metformin
And
daily.
is it like one of those EpiPens where you just jab it in? Do you have
Kind
to
of.
find a
Yeah.
vein?
No, I don't have to like find a vein or anything. Just in a spot that has fattiness on it. Fattiness? Fattiness.
There's so many comments I could make right now, but I'm going to go into the next question on that, which is, as an American, how much does that cost you? You don't have to give an exact amount, but I'm very curious how much diabetes costs an American to live.
So I am fortunate to where I am in a plan with the hospital to where most of my medication and visits and everything are covered. Now, however, when I first got the diagnosis and everything, and uh, a pack of just insulin, uh, with every type of discount in the world that I had for it, was $100 a month.
Oof.
So it was like, okay, this is fun. This is great.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah. But I've gotten to a spot where things are covered, so that's
Okay.
much better.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that you had diabetes and that chat
Yeah.
made you have it. That
I
guys,
did-
don't
I
become a
did kinda say
streamer.
that,
It's
but,
bad
like,
for your health.
yes.
You can tell because there's a lot of people that gain weight when they become streamers. Like, for example, when I started streaming, I was 230 pounds. Just after COVID, I was about 296, 66 pounds. And I blame streaming because you put so much time and effort into streaming, and it's all sitting at a computer in a chair. You become sedentary, and it packs the pounds on. You have to be very smart about it.
Yeah. It really does.
And people don't notice that. And then you notice that for people that just start streaming, their health goes downhill real quick. Like,
It
I
was double for
never.
me because at that time I had an office job too, or still do office job, but it was just
I
like I'm
thought you
just
were doing
sitting for
pizza.
12 hours a day. Not anymore. I was when I first started streaming, I was doing both.
So you had three
And
jobs
then-
technically.
Yeah. And then eventually dropped pizza. But I
Okay.
could probably still walk into a store today.
So you don't do pizza. You do an office job without doxing yourself. What kind of an office job?
Phone center quality.
Okay. I would have
Maybe
pegged
recorded for quality
accounting.
purposes.
You seem like the
What?
kind of guy who does better math than me.
I was good at math in school. I've kind of deteriorated my math skills a little bit. Like they're still there, but
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you don't have good math skills, but hey, you check quality like a champ. Heyo.
okay.
I was working on that pun for so long you don't even understand.
That's concerning.
Wow. So you did mention biking, and I have seen treadmill streams, and I've been doing a health kick since the beginning of this year, and it's going great. I've been down 40 pounds right now. I'm only down 37 because I gained a little bit. But how has the biking and treadmill streams been working for you? Do they help you lose weight? Do they distract you? What is the purpose? Have they been good?
So originally with like the Mario Party ones, I don't really feel like there was much of a difference because it was so off and on. Like it was like, okay, we're biking for like a minute and a half, but now it's my turn to play the game. I'm going to stop and focus, and then we're going to get back to biking. Doing them during plate up speed runs definitely made me feel better the next day, just, physically. Doing the walking felt better. Now I do like Ring Fit Adventure sometimes as in Fridays.
Ring Fit was
That
one of the
every
reasons I
Friday.
wanted to get a Switch.
Oh, so if you do that,
I didn't
You
end
have to
up
buy
because
it.
it's like $1,000 to get a Switch 2. It's not even OLED. Why would I even bother at this point? They're just going to release an OLED in the future. And I'd only play Ring Fit and a bunch of Mario games. And I don't want to stream Ring Fit because I'm already a sweaty mess usually. I don't want to become a sweaty sweat lord.
You can ring fit sets to so many different levels. Like you can set it to
Oh,
beginner.
I'd do
to where it's
hardcore.
literally
I'm a
like,
god gamer. I'd be a god
no,
ring fit
no.
gamer.
My stream ring fit profile is like mid tier for me. It's enough to get a sweat going, but it's enough where I can still speak without having heavy breathing. But if you're gonna do that, you can't even get a Switch 2. Like I have it on my Switch 2, but you have to play with Switch 1 Joy-Cons for ring fit.
Which means buying the ring fit and then a $60 controller.
Yeah. So if that's your reason for a Switch, I just say still get
It
a
was one
Switch
of the
1.
leading reasons. I haven't played a Mario since 64, so I did want to play a new Mario, like Mario Galaxy or the Mario Odyssey. I also wanted to play a Zelda because I've never played a single Zelda game. So I was like, I'd like to play Breath of the Wild, maybe a little
That's your
Galaxy.
first. Ooh,
What?
that would be. I think you'd rage a little bit. That Breath of
What
the
do you
Wild.
mean? How
I've been
would I
watching someone
rage?
play. I think you would rage.
I would love to play Breath of the Wild with the little Korok guys. Yahoo! It's a great game. I would play the crap out of it. It'd be amazing. It wouldn't be as ragey as Elden Ring, that's for sure.
No, it wouldn't. But I think you'd be ragey.
I don't think so. I will say I will preemptively hate Breath of the Wild because they have a game mechanic that I absolutely dislike in every game, which is destructible weapons. Durability on weapons is terrible ideas.
Yeah, every Zelda player before Breath of the Wild hates that they implemented that. It was not a thing before that game.
Yep. Nope, that's a terrible gameplay decision. It feels like Borderlands when you have to swap between guns to have the right element to shoot the right weapon at the right boss. And just let me shoot something with the... If I can kill a boss with a stick, that's great. Why do I need a gun or a sword? You know what I mean? Just give me a stick,
You
maybe
want to
put
play
a leaf
older
on
Zeldas
it.
then? You literally
No,
want to play
I
older
don't want to
Zeldas.
play older Zeldas because they make me feel dumb. I watch people speed run them and I just go, how do you know how to play this game?
I think Ocarina would be good for you. Because literally what you just described, you can literally fight enemies with an actual stick.
Okay, so I don't know if you've ever been introduced to sarcasm or like facetious commentary. I don't want to kill things with a stick. That is the literal definition. Okay, I just need you to make sure that I don't want to play a game that I kill things with a stick. Give me a sword. It's so much better.
No, you have the sword, but the stick is an option. If
Yeah, but why would I use a stick when I have a sword?
As a regular player, you would not use a stick. As a speedrunner, there's ways of making the stick stronger than your sword.
I hate it. I hate it already. So you did biking at GDQ. Were you on their page, or did you find an exercise bike at their event?
Oh no. This was at home still. So it was, what was this? Juneteenth. So this past June, I was doing a plate up speed run while on the exercise bike, constantly pedaling while serving customers their food. And it's funny because I didn't expect it to get accepted. I just submitted it to see, like, I've done plate up so many times at this point on GDQ. Let me figure something different. Zam, that's not nice.
You're not supposed to re-chat while you're telling a story.
And so I didn't think it was going to get accepted, but that's also how my first GDQ run went. They were looking for black speedrunners for the previous Juneteenth. And I'm like, I kind of speedrun played up. Let's give it a shot. Got accepted. Started doing hosting and tech stuff for GDQ and just all this stuff. And I was just like, it's the third time I'm doing played up. They're not going to accept it. But they accepted it because it was on the bike. So
you brought up race. I need to know this. This is 100% serious. When I talk to people and I say I'm not a racist, I have a black best friend. Can I use you as my example? Are you willing to be my black best friend live on air?
I don't think that's a sentence to use.
So you don't want to be my best friend?
That's not what I said.
Okay. I'm never gonna get over this betrayal. I thought we were friends.
I don't think you should use that sentence. Is the answer to that question.
Okay, so you're not going to admit to being my best friend live on air.
I that's not what I said.
Well, that's the new question I'm asking. I've changed the question.
Yes.
Pray that I don't change it anymore.
Hopefully. But yes.
Okay,
That
good. Guys, let it be known Champ and I are best friends. Super best friends even. Okay, I did want to move into a different topic. You did somewhat bring it up in your stream before we went live. Why do you pay for Big Brother?
I don't. Well, I guess I do, huh?
You do. You pay for the behind the scenes and all the extra cameras and stuff.
So the way they have it set up now is Paramount is just a flat rate for all of CBS's stuff.
I don't know what's on
So
Paramount. I'm Canadian.
What?
I don't know what's on Paramount. We don't have Paramount.
So I can watch Let's Make a Deal episodes or Price is Right, Big Brother, Survivor.
Oh, that makes sense because you like those game shows. I get it now.
So like it's all in that flat rate. And so it's like even the live feeds for Big Brother are still in that flat rate now. So it's like if I have it, I might as well watch the live feeds. I would not buy the live feeds separately, if I'll be honest. Love Survivor, that's a strong word. I like Survivor when Big Brother's not on.
Interesting. I didn't really like Survivor as much. I did watch Big Brother back when I had cable TV, but I had to give it up. And honestly, Big Brother was the reason I didn't want to cancel cable TV, but I was not willing to pay just for Big Brother.
Yeah. No, 100%. When it was just Big Brother, when it was just like the live feeds, I never had it. When Paramount became all of this stuff, I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Can you get Paramount through Prime? Possibly.
I don't know. I've never heard of Paramount, but people in chat are saying apparently Canadians can get Paramount. I don't think I'd be interested. The only subscription service I have aside from YouTube Premium is for Crunchyroll because I work out to anime all the time.
Fair.
Because a lot of animes can motivate you to work out. Like, you can run along with the characters. They're doing a Naruto run. You can do a Naruto run. You can watch Baki or Dragon Ball Z and work out, get motivated because you want to look like Goku. Like, I watch anime to work out because I'm sorry, watching streams to work out is the worst idea ever. I used to do that, but streams can get boring real quick. Yeah. Then they can get really attentive. And then you have to drop your weights to type and chat. And by then, the moment's already over. So your comments are usually late. And so you're going to suck at it. So I don't usually watch Twitch while working out. What do you watch when you're working out?
If I'm working out off of stream, which is also not very often, I need to get better at that. Sometimes I'm just like on some workout plan. So like something on YouTube. Otherwise, I'm not watching anything. I'm listening to some weird soundtrack, either Hamilton or Blue Man Group. There are some upbeat Hamilton songs, Zam.
I couldn't imagine working out to a musical soundtrack. There's a lot of musicals I know, and I would not work out to those.
I've worked out to Hamilton quite frequently.
What motivates you when you're listening to Hamilton? I don't know the songs. You sing them all the time, but I tune it out because I hate it. It's the most American musical I've ever heard. But what makes you feel like working out when listening to it?
I don't think it's necessarily that. I think I go through my Spotify and it's what kind of just hits most often. And so I'm just like, okay, let's just play the whole album at this point. I mean, there's certain songs, Why Do You Write Like You're Running Out of Time? And it's a very chaotic song and it's good to pedal to. on the bike. I don't know. There's just like a lot of passion that you can kind of put into your workout that are in those songs. I think the passion is what does it. The passion of the storyline.
Okay. I'm going to disagree. I'm sorry. Okay. If you were to sing something about you know, how a man's got to do what a man's got to do, or whatever the lyrics are, compared to my workout list, which is like the Halo theme song, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, and you're running like you're the Master Chief and you're shooting those covenants, that pumps me up. Listening to being like American does not pump me up.
I tried doing video game music once. I tried walking with Mario Kart music.
Why? That's a driving soundtrack. Why would you?
Yeah, but like,
if you're going to walk, listen to the Lord of the Rings music.
I guess.
Oh my god!
Eye of the Tiger. I could see that.
There's a lot of workout playlists out there, and I guarantee that if I look up 20 of them, there won't be any songs from Hamilton on any of them.
You're looking at. Also, you probably see a fly in my room that's been.
I don't know. Like it's so low res through stream together that I can't tell.
Fair.
Champ doesn't know a lot of music. That is true. In fact, I had to introduce him to the best song in the world.
If you're thinking of that song, you didn't. You? Wait, you did introduce us, didn't you? That wasn't you.
I was being dropped off at the airport, and that song came on.
Yeah, but that was Polar.
Yes, but I actually knew of the song well beforehand. Why? It's a meme.
Why?
That guy makes meme music. I can't remember his name.
To tell you, there is a lot of videos when I search Hamilton workouts, and I will actually be using these.
When you put the word Hamilton in, you're going to get skewed search results. Everybody knows that. But if I went to Spotify,
they have good views, so I think I'll be using those after stream.
All right. Well, I'm glad I helped you refine your workout musical. I'm glad that you're working out and taking care of your health. But I want to say, from a viewer's perspective and as a friend's perspective, I wish you did as much as I did. I don't know how well you've been doing, like if you've lost weight this year or not. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
This year, I think 30 pounds. I haven't been keeping like a close eye on it, but I think it's like 30 pounds this year specifically.
Wow,
I know
that's
it's
impressive.
Been, yeah, it's been 50 or 60 just over the whole diagnosis. But specifically this year has been a good part of it.
Okay, we'll keep it up. I'm proud of you.
You too.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to work out tomorrow. It's leg day, and I'm going to be like, this one's for Champ. Hurt! This one's for Champ too. Hurt! I'm going to do it for like an hour and a half, okay? Just imagine me grunting a Friday morning, 5 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock your time, and I'll just be sweating for you, bud.
Okay.
So back to the Big Brother. Is it worth it to get Paramount Plus? Is it worth it? Like if I were to get back into it. So if I were to watch Big Brother, it's not worth it.
I would say just one more thing. Just, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're gonna
What would you recommend for me? What should I watch on Paramount?
I don't really watch much. I literally watch those 4 things and I'm done. Or 4, 5. Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal, Big Brother, Survivor, sometimes Amazing Race. South Park is on there.
I've not seen South Park in forever. I don't know if I'd want to watch South Park.
There's a lot of stuff on there. I have it up because I was watching before we started, and now I realize I don't know who won. Who won? Yeah, who won? Can I get to the show?
You mean who was evicted? Double evicted?
Yeah, that. Yeah, it's a double eviction tonight. I'm kind of scared, and I don't want to know yet.
Okay.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. I'm going to stick with Crunchyroll. I'm sorry. I'll just live vicariously through you for Big Brother.
I will say there's a lot of stuff. So like Paramount is not just CBS. So they're MTV, VH1, Showtime. I can watch Legends of the Hidden Temple.
So I'm going to point out that we probably have different Paramount Plus because I'm in Canada and they have different copyright systems.
Possibly.
So while you name everything that's great for the audience, it's probably not great for me. It probably won't tell me what I want to watch. Because I'll go there and I'll expect SpongeBob and I won't get SpongeBob.
Comedy Central.
All right, bud. My next question for you. Obviously, you love your Mario games, right? Who is the best Mario Party character?
King Boo.
Why?
He just is.
No, he's not.
He just is. I always threaten to open up this notebook, and then I realize my name is in here like 8 million times.
What's in the notebook? I also have a notebook. Ooh, mine doesn't have a ghost on it.
Well, this was my high school economics and some other class.
Why is that next to you?
I don't know.
See, this book is next to me because this is my stream ideas book, right? I write everything that I want to put on stream. I put people's stickers in. I put everything I'm thinking in my book so I don't forget what I want to do and how I want to improve stream. So that if I'm sitting around and I go, that's a good idea, I'll jot it down. And I take it with me to work in case I have ideas at work as well. Like right now I'm planning ZamCon. My ZamCon page. Don't read that.
Oh, wow.
Top secret. But
I saw some names.
What names did you see?
The stream together did not let me see anything.
Well, did you see the name Gwenaran, Griffey, Champrul, Clen, Star Avis?
I saw all those names.
Okay, because one had an X through it, so I wonder how you saw it. I do recommend getting a stream book though. Just so you can also go back through your memories of good times. Like what's my first page in this book? Today is May 1st, 2021. I like bones. Dragon fruit.
This was for stream still.
Yes. Driving nerdy sound effect. Same scene. I showed two different scenes that I was swapping. For some reason, I had Jawaka. Oh, that's probably Jaywalker. I can't spell. Move stream to OBS. I started this when I started streaming on Slobs. And that ruined my stream.
Yeah.
Then I needed better sub alerts. Like that's the stuff I started writing was what I wanted to improve. Notes. Why do you put it in your phone?
I don't know.
What if your phone breaks?
It's on my email account or something. So like it's everywhere.
Do you even look at your notes on your phone?
Sometimes.
It's not a journal, chat. It's not a journal.
No, it's not a journal.
Maybe it is a stream journal.
Well, that was weird.
So I probably started it live on stream, and we were probably talking about bones at some point, and so I had to write that I like bones.
Okay.
What if my house floods? First off, my stream room is on the second floor, so my stream room is not going to flood. Second off, if it does flood, my book is on my keyboard tray on my desk, so it's not going to reach my keyboard tray. Third off, if it floods to the level of the keyboard tray, I have bigger fish to fry than what my stream diary says. Stupid
Journal.
chatters. Is it a diary or journal? What's the difference between the two?
I don't know. But as I'm looking through my notes, I'm realizing there's not really much about Twitch in here anymore. Oh, that's in my Discord. That's what it is. I don't feel like going there right now.
You know, I was supposed to type in our Discord message tags that I want to put into the episode when I put it up on YouTube, so I don't forget what tags. Because there's no way I'm going to watch this all over again. I was a part of it once. There's no shot I'm watching it twice.
See, you digital notes help.
Yes, but they're temporary. I wouldn't want to write tags in my stream book because that's also for YouTube. Maybe I should get a book for YouTube.
So I have a personal Discord server that just has notes for everything.
Huh. In your personal Discord. And you're the only one there?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of bots because I test bots in there before I take them to other Discord servers.
What do you mean test bots?
I had to test a bot for like if you could write tickets for different things. What was the last bot I added? It was something very recent. Oh, Wordle. It was seeing whether or not you could get Wordle to go into a Discord thread.
Okay. I'm glad you have a different Discord open for testing Wordle. I'm sure that that pays off big value.
It did. It was for a GDQ Discord that I helped run. We were trying to see if we could get Wordle to go into a thread versus taking up an entire channel.
I can't help but notice that you have a bunch of Funko Pops behind you. Are you trying to collect them all?
They're not. Well, is that a Funko Pop?
No, they're Amiibos.
There's one Funko Pop.
What is the Funko Pop?
It's Officer Mac. He's a Big Mac policeman.
It's not on this scene. Oh, it's above the scene. So I get cut off at Mario and
I'll fix it.
Don't worry about it. Chat, he has a Officer Mac Funko Pop and he has a bunch of Amiibos. Why do you have Amiibos? You have two Funko Pops. What's the one on top?
Oh,
how do you? It's literally behind you.
I didn't look all the way up when I turned around.
A likely story. You can't see it. It's too high.
So the two Funko Pops are both gifts. My friend Jeff got me the Officer Mac because McDonald's kept messing up my order. It was a whole different story. And then Hannah, that you know, the one up top is Aaron Burr from Hamilton. Because I like Hamilton, as seen here.
I forgot what I asked. What? Oh, you were collecting Amiibos. Why do you collect Amiibos? Yes.
So the Amiibos, why did I start that? I still have to buy a new one, actually.
What? There's no Amiibos for the Switch 2, though, is there?
There are. So they're not specifically for the Switch 2. Amiibos work on the Wii U, even. You can use them on the Wii U, the Switch, the 3DS, and the Switch 2. I just like the looks of some of them. So like I think I got the Mario 30th anniversary first. If he's over here, yeah. This one I think was my first one. Because I was like, it's 8-bit Mario.
You can make that out of Lego.
Yeah. I don't like Legos.
What do you mean you don't like Legos?
That's not true. It's not true. I like Legos. I don't like building Legos. Then these I like a lot because they're actually made of yarn, and it's 3 different Yoshis: a blue, pink, and a green Yoshi. And then This one's busted up. I keep saying I'm going to take it out of the box, but it's Zelda. Or it's Link. Sorry.
How is it busted up?
The top of it. GameStop is GameStop. They're rude.
I see. So, what is your most expensive amiibo?
This one, so they all started out at the same price. They were like $15 or $20. This one, who I think I look like, just without all the hair, he sometimes retails now for like $125, and I don't know why. But
And you bought it for $15 or $20?
Yeah, because they don't always make them. They make them for like a certain amount of time, and then they stop production, so they start to get rare, like it's a Beanie Baby or something. It's,
Huh.
yeah.
And so what do amiibos do?
For me, they stay in the box. For someone that doesn't like just collecting them, if you were to, for example, buy Breath of the Wild, exclusive, yes. If you were to buy Breath of the Wild and put the Link amiibo on your controller or on your Switch, you would get like a loot drop of different weapons or arrows or food. There's different ones that'll give you extra characters or cosmetics in different games.
Why? Can you use it more than
$15.
once?
Yeah. Yeah. Most
So
of
if
them,
I put it
think
on my
cap, like,
Wii
once a
several
day.
times, I get many arrows?
Once a day.
Once a day.
Yes.
Your amiibos that you paid for have a daily cooldown.
Because otherwise you just cheat the game.
Is it not
It's an
cheating the
amiibo,
game?
not a-
You're paying to win.
It's not like a game genie. It's not that dramatic of a loot drop. It's just something cute and fun. And then just a nice little statue to have with it.
Huh. Today I learned what amiibos are. I've never actually cared because, again, I played in the Mario 64 days where there was only a Rumble Pack.
Oh, gosh. That thing was aggressive.
It was. It was very aggressive, especially on Star Fox, especially when you hit buildings. Oh, my goodness. I remember hitting buildings as a kid and hating that thing. What if Mario Plate Up existed? It's a good question. Would you play it?
Yeah, I would have to. We'd never get another game. It wouldn't be that dramatic. I don't think it would be that dramatic.
What do you think they would call it?
Yeah, like what?
Mario Cook and
Chef
Chop.
Mario? Sure.
Cook and Dash. Mario Star Chef.
Sure.
Wow. All right. Well, I wasted all of my originality here trying to come up with Mario names, and you didn't like any of them.
No, I don't know what it would be called. Nintendo is unique in their naming conventions.
And so you watch every Nintendo Direct, right?
Yes.
Why?
Because eventually they give us a new Zelda or a new main title Mario or something that I have some amount of interest in that I'd like to play.
So then what's the most recent Nintendo Direct got you interested in?
The recent one I didn't really favor that much.
Wow. So you're just lying to me now. Oh, I like it because it tells me about games I'll be interested in. I'm not interested in any.
It didn't have that much for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It did have Mario Galaxy 2 as a remake that apparently is going to be 4K. I don't think I'll be buying it, but it's nice to know that new people can play that now.
In 4K.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that runs 4K? Because I don't. I don't have a TV that's 4K. I don't have any monitors that are 4K. Like, who's asking for this? What Nintendo little child? Hey, mommy, daddy, I can play Mario Galaxy 4K. What is a 4K, Jimmy? It's more Mario. I can see it more bigger.
Or bigger.
Kids don't have the perfect grammar.
That's fair. I think my TV might be 4K, but my computer monitors are 1080, and then the TV that I play gaming off of is 720p. So it's so great.
Interesting. 720. That's old.
It is. It was a Amazon Prime Day deal in 2020.
Do you do much like Prime Day deals or Black Friday deals?
I used to a lot. The past couple years, I've calmed down on that. I think because I've gotten more into taking trips as far as what my extra money is versus a TV that I don't need because I already have one. Except I kind of do need to replace the 720p because it's terrible for
Why?
Play-Doh.
It works.
I can't read anything on it.
So
It's
what do you need to
everything-
read? It's Play-Doh.
everything. No, when you're doing the research in it, there's the blueprint cards that'll tell you like this is a research desk, this is a blueprint desk. I can't see what that says because it's feeding it from a 1080p capture card, putting it on the 1080p computer, and then downsizing it to 720p on this TV, and it just looks like gibberish.
So why don't you play a better game?
Any game is like that. Supermarket Sim. It looks great if I look at stream, but if I look at the TV that I'm playing it on, I'm like, do I have $3 or $380? And I really can't tell.
For people that don't know, what is the whirly gig?
It's
Spam's chat.
I don't know why. So Fall Guys, there's a lot of bits that over the years got developed through Fall Guys. One of the levels in Fall Guys is called the whirligig. And so I tried to have it to where my microphone would tell StreamerBot when I'm saying whirligig to type it in chat. And it does not pick up on me saying whirligig, but for some reason it picks up on if I have the letter E followed by the word or the letter D in a word.
ED.
Mm-hmm. Like
Like
that word, the
wedding.
marriage word. Mm-hmm. Yep.
What about
Anything that has those two together.
so it's Ed.
Yes.
Saying just Ed sets it off.
Probably. I don't really say that on stream very often.
You don't say bed, shed, fed, med, Ted,
I don't really say those
Yeah.
words, no.
podiatrist.
Well, that doesn't flow the same way.
So why? Why didn't you deactivate it? Why does it still whirligig every now and then?
Everything that I try to deactivate on my stream, my community gets angry.
Yeah, you don't want to take
When
their
I
toys
do.
away.
I think so. The first thing was the pirate thing, but I'm like, y'all, I just cannot do the pirate voice. I cannot do this. I tried to take away whirligig, and Raffle, I think, was the only one in support of me removing whirligig. Everyone else was like, no, you got to keep it. Whenever you say a word that has those letters, we got to see it. And it's like, okay.
You could remove it and nobody would know. Raffle would be the
No.
only one who would know.
No, there's people that intentionally make me say words to see it.
All right. So why are you never going to play Elden Ring? It's a great game. I think that you would have fun playing it.
I don't like salty runbacks of any sort.
These aren't that salty of runbacks. They're literally right next to the boss room.
It's still there's running and it's back.
It's literally you spawn outside the door, you push Y to interact with the door, you're fighting the boss. I know I've died 2,294 times in the game. I know these runbacks very well.
That I don't want to die 2,000 times on one boss.
Then why do you play Super Mario Maker? Checkmate.
There's no bosses, and they're
You
all different
still
levels.
die 2,294 times playing Super Mario Maker.
Every level is different.
Every boss is different. Checkmate yet again.
No, you're dying to the same boss 2,000 times. I'm on the same level for 10 minutes.
The most I died to a boss was like 700 or 800 times, and that's because she cheated.
Okay. Thank you, Underling.
I only rage about the long run back because I often do gambles about how long it'll take me to kill the boss, and the loading screen is longer than it takes me to try to kill the boss because I'm dead. And then I have to wait a minute for it to load. Ugh.
See, Mario Maker, I can just hit restart course. The end.
Why are you trying to compare it? I'm just saying I think you would have fun playing Elden Ring.
You said it first. You brought up Mario Maker.
Listen, Kay, we can forget that I brought it up. And we can just say that you'll play Elden Ring 2030?
No.
Huh. Okay, well, you're missing out. It's a good game. What game are you looking forward to the most coming out?
There's not much coming out for me right now. Jackbox 11 is in October.
That's what you're looking forward to is Jackbox 11.
There's nothing else coming out for me right now. There's no new Mario. There's no new Zelda.
They have Dawn of War 4 coming out.
Not for me. To play. There's a lot of games. Let me think of something that I'm excited to watch that's coming out.
Okay, that's a good question too.
Because excited to play Jackbox 11.
Don't you want to play Pokemon ZA?
No, and I don't really want to watch it either.
Why not? Also, hi, Chin. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. Did you see my bird pic, Chin? Anyways.
Oh. Birds.
You're not into Pokemon ZA.
Pokemon. It seems
I don't
weird
blame you. I played Pokemon Ruby and I got to the final four and they stomped me and I said, why do I want to go back and level up? I don't want to play this game anymore. And then another Pokemon came out. My friend lent it to me and it was the exact same game. And I said, why would I want to play the exact same game every generation? I don't care about these Pokemon. I want my Groudon.
I've played 3 Pokemon games.
And
Pokemon Puzzle League,
okay.
Pokemon Stadium, and Pokemon Stadium 2.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad you're a Pokemon fan. Do you have any Pokemon amiibos?
No, but I do. Where? I don't think I brought it back in here. I have like over 100 Pokemon cards.
Why?
When I was a kid, I collected them. One of my cousins started me a collection, and then I just kept the collection going. But then I eventually grew out of it and gave it to a coworker's son, like so many years ago. Found out that I gave away, a $2,000 Charizard, so that's fun. And so recently, I don't know, I just kind of had a kick again of like, I want to start that again. And I was into it for like a solid 3 months and then stopped. But they're still there.
So what is your favorite Pokemon? You strike me as a Pikachu guy. I'm not going to lie.
No, I think Jigglypuff. I can't really answer why, but I think Jigglypuff.
I'm not going to lie. This podcast hasn't done me any good favors of getting to know you because every single answer so far has been leading me to disappointment. And disappointment doesn't feel good, champ.
So I only know Gen 1 Pokemon Raffle.
They're the best.
If it's Gen 1, I know most of them.
You do strike me as a Jigglypuff with all the singing and the sass.
Wow.
And for the record, Jolteon is the best Pokemon, but you wouldn't even know that.
I've seen him.
Name 5. All right, chat wants you to name 5 Pokemon.
They're Gen 1. Am I okay on just doing Gen 1?
They just want any Pokemons.
Okay. Wow. Why did my brain just stop all of a sudden?
So you can't. So you're basically a fake fan.
Ditto.
Oh, Ditto. Your first one is Ditto. Okay.
Yes. I'm not gonna name the ones that we've already done. So Jigglypuff, Pikachu, Charizard, Squirtle, Charmander because it's not
Ditto
the same.
Squirrel.
Charmander because it's not the same.
Charmander. That's
my
3.
second favorite. I think Charmander is my second favorite.
Charmander.
Yeah. I'm trying to name decent ones because for one, I've never heard backward snake pronounced out loud, so I don't even know how to say it, but I know that
Ekans.
That is a Pokemon. Sure.
Backward snake.
Yes, I've never heard it pronounced out loud. So in my
how
brain,
would you have pronounced it backwards
snake.
if you didn't know it was Ekans?
Ekans, probably.
Okay, so you got backward snake is 4.
Yeah. What's another good one?
There's 151 of them, and you've got 4.
Yeah.
This is less than 4% completion.
Correct. I don't want to do I've got so many basics in my head. I'm just I don't want to do Zubat. I don't want to do Meowth. I don't want to do Eevee. I don't know.
Why are you snubbing these all?
I don't like naming them for some reason. Zubat feels cheap. Zubat feels cheap to me. If you had to go to a Pokemon store and it's what's the cheapest thing you got? What's in the bargain bin? We got a Zubat.
No, it would be Muck. First off, you're horribly wrong.
But I named 5. There you go. Zubat,
okay, great. I'm so glad we proved that you're a real Pokemon fan with that knowledge there. If you were to be asked trivia about a Nintendo game, what game do you think you know the most trivia or would do the best at trivia for?
I'm stuck between Mario and Zelda, but I think it's Zelda. It's Zelda.
Yeah? So if I just randomly pulled up a hard trivia question about Zelda, you could answer it.
90% of the time.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Hard Zelda trivia question. Let's go. What are the names of the 4 Poe sisters in Ocarina of Time's Force Temple?
Oh, no. I don't know their names, but I know that they are book authors.
If I give you one, do you think you could name the other 3?
I could probably name 2 if you gave me one.
All right. How about Meg?
Oh, that's the one you chose. Okay.
What other one do you?
No, I don't have their names.
See, it's Meg, Joelle, Beth, and Amy.
Beth and Amy are the 2.
I got bad news. You're a fake Zelda fan.
You asked me one question and I said 90%.
Oh, so you want another? I mean, I could go back. Let's do it. All right. Hard Zelda trivia question. Breath of the Wild. Let's go.
No, who said that?
What do you want? Ocarina?
Just Zelda. Why did
we have to put just Zelda? All right, just Zelda. Let's go. In the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, what specific dungeon does Link navigate to find the Rod of Seasons?
Okay.
Raffle knows.
Sorry. Wait. Rod of Seasons and Ages is what you said?
Oracle of Ages. What specific dungeon does Link navigate to find the Rod of Seasons?
He doesn't. Because that's not in that game.
According to this this website here, it's the Tarm Ruins. And it requires frequent use of the time ring to switch between different time periods, which is a core mechanic of the game.
That's true. The Rod of Seasons is the Oracle. The Oracle of Seasons is about changing the seasons with the rod.
So are you saying that AI was wrong?
Yes.
Huh.
Tarm Ruins. I'm trying to think if that's even ages or set seasons. Ruin sounds like it's ages.
Okay, well,
no
I'm so glad I stumped you with my great AI
You
trivia. How is it not?
Because there's no correct answer. Explain the Zelda timeline. We don't have time for that. But if you haven't hydrated recently, now's the time to do so.
Where is Zelda from?
How general are we talking?
There's four
Hyrule?
answers. You know what? I'll even give you Hyrule, Lore Rule, Meta Rule, or Straight Rule.
Why is that an option?
Bro, I don't know. This is a quiz from Beano.
So Zelda is from Hyrule. Her evil twin is from Low Rule.
Okay, all right. What three virtues make up the Triforce? By the way, one of the
Power,
answers is
wisdom, and
bacon,
courage.
lettuce, and tomato.
Power, wisdom, and courage. My
okay.
brain. So Raffle, I almost said Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I don't know.
Which tree protects Holodrum?
What is that brat's name? Because it's not. Is it Maku Tree? It's the other one. What is his name? He's so annoying.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes. If it's not Maku, it's. I gotta pass on that one.
I'm just gonna select Maku from the multiple choice.
Oh, what were the other options?
Coconut, baobab, or pelican.
Oh, then no, it's Maku. Okay.
What is the main setting of the Triforce of Heroes?
Is that the way they wrote the question?
No, I added a couple ofs. What is the main setting of Triforce Heroes?
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, next question.
Wait, you don't know that it's a holodrum?
Triforce Heroes is Holodrum? No, it's not.
know. I don't know, bro.
What are the
Literally was the
options?
first question. Holodrum, Itopia, Koho Lint Island, or the Great Sea?
Ew, I guess it's. Ew. I guess it's Koholint.
What sits at the top of Koho Lint Island's highest peak?
Bird egg. Or, sorry, windfish egg. Looks like a bird egg.
Who created ancient robots?
Zonai.
What's a Zonai? That's not one of the answers.
Oh, okay. What are the answers we're looking for then?
What's a Lanayru? Lanayru?
Oh, that's what we're going with? That's crazy.
There's a thunder
Lanayru-
dragon or a rain dragon or a storm dragon or a drizzle dragon.
What? Oh, Lanayru is whichever one you said that's lightning or electricity.
There's thunder, rain, and storm.
Thunder.
Who are the pixie-like race who inhabit the forest?
Minish.
That's not one of the
Unless
answers.
it's the other one, Picori.
But Picori is not one of the answers. You're not doing so good here, champ.
What are the answers then?
Lokiri, Moxie, Pixelotls, or Kokiri?
Say the question.
Who are the pixie-like race who inhabit the forest?
You said pixel.
Yeah, they're
I don't know.
Pixelotls.
No, Kokiri.
In which game featuring Mario do the Aku also appear?
In which game featuring Mario do the Oku also appear? So this is not a Zelda game,
No.
correct? No.
It's featuring Mario. There's
is this
no
Brawl?
Zelda.
Is this Brawl?
I'm going to assume Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
What is the Blade of
so.
Evil's Bane?
Light.
Light's not an answer. You're not doing good. Champ, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
There's a
the
sword, a
Master Sword. I don't know
spell,
what
a
they're going by
spear,
here.
an assassin.
What are the options?
A sword, a spell, a spear, or assassin.
That's dumb, but I guess we're going for a sword.
How do I tell what you scored? It scrolled to the top.
Oh my god.
I feel like this webpage sucks. How do I tell? But I answered all the questions.
Oh no.
I want the answers.
I don't think you're getting the answers.
There's no answers. I think you scored 100%. I'm not sure.
No, it says that 140 people scored 100. Or yeah.
There's no answers. There's literally just questions. And then at the bottom, there's more quizzes. There's no give me the answers, bud. All right, this website
What
sucks.
If you click on, wait, no, click on. Can you click another answer again? Does it
I can,
click one and see
a
if it's wrong?
sword. A sword does nothing. A spell. I can't click anything else. I feel like it's 100% then because it scrolled to the top.
It's 100 because
I like that it says it's hard to beat, but it says it's average.
Average. Did you hit play
okay?
Quiz? Did you hit play quiz?
I did, and it went to the first question, and it didn't move from there.
Okay, it'll email you the answer.
Yeah, there's a lot of quizzes actually do that these days, which is shocking because why would you give somebody your email on the internet? All right, so pretty decent Zelda quiz from what we did there. That trivia, you were pretty spot on. I feel comfortable that if I was in a pub and they brought out like video game trivia, I would be glad to have you on my team.
If it's Zelda or Mario.
Who in your chat would you pick to be on a 3-man trivia team with you?
Hannah.
Okay.
And am I a part of the 3-man?
You would be one. Yeah. Okay. Why would you make a team if you're not on it? That would be like Iron Man not being a part of the Avengers.
And like, they're my people.
They're my people.
Yes. Hannah and you said just general trivia?
Yeah, just general trivia. It could be sports. It could be movies. Could be pop culture. Do you know your chat at all? Like, how is this so hard?
But like, there's so many that I feel like are equally good at. If it's like that type, if it's a certain type of trivia, Mr. Payne, 100%. I was thinking just like, if it's general trivia where there's like some trivia where it's like boosted kind of situation, like the harder questions in Millionaire, that's where Mr. Payne would come in handy. But if it's like flatline trivia, I think I'm gonna go with Ken.
I see. So I know a lot of those people. They're pretty good at trivia. Interesting ideas. I like it. So what would you say is your biggest strength outside of video game trivia?
Jumpman is the answer to that question.
For the record, if you didn't read chat, it's what's Mario's original name.
Sorry, yes.
For those that are listening.
Biggest. Say the question again.
What would you be good at for trivia that's not video game related?
Food.
Food, really? What do you know about food?
I watched way too much Food Network as a kid.
And so you just know food now? Do you even cook?
Like, I do. Not often.
Are you a good cook? Like, do I want to come over and taste your cooking and stay at your guest room?
I would. I don't know if the guest room is a requirement of the cooking. But
where else am I going to stay? If I come over for your cooking, there better be a guest room. Otherwise, like, am I sleeping on your couch? Do you have a couch? Is that leather? You seem like a leather couch kind of guy.
No. What is a roux made out of? Flour and fat. Most specifically, people use butter. For mother sauces, ooh.
How do you cook a grilled cheese? This is actually really important because I had a cooking stream and chat yelled at me at how I made my grilled cheese.
Do you do mayo?
No. I hate mayo. No? It's disgusting. Who owns mayo?
Wow. I do.
Gross.
I just used it in my breakfast sandwich this morning.
What was on your breakfast sandwich that you needed mayo for?
Bacon, egg, and cheese, but it was like a grilled cheese.
So why did the cheese not lubricate it enough for you?
No, the mayo's on the outside like the butter. Exactly. It's for toasting bread. You could make a grilled cheese, replace the butter with mayo,
what is wrong
and
with
it gives
people?
it a different taste.
I don't like mayo. I don't like butter either, to be fair.
That don't like. Okay, well that's so the grilled cheese. I do it the weird way. I butter the bread. Apparently, that's the weird way.
How is that the weird way?
The pan. You put butter in the pan, and then put the bread in the butter.
No, sir. That's the inefficient way of making grilled cheese. I don't like it. I think your way of making grilled cheese is not only flawed, but leads to a soggier sandwich.
No, that's not the way I do it. I butter the bread.
I don't. That's exactly, yes. I don't use butter when I make grilled cheese.
You just dry bread.
Toast, yes.
Oh. Okay.
So I take the pan.
Uh-huh.
I put the cheese in the pan.
The cheese?
Yes. I take the bread. I put the bread in a toaster. I take the melted cheese and I pour it on the toast. Both sides of the toast are toasty and crunchy. There's no sogginess involved. The grease of the cheese separates so that you don't have a greasy cheese sandwich. And then the toast, because it's so crunchy and crispy, it just absorbs the cheese and it sticks the bread together. And if you want to go for extra bonus points, before you put the toast on top of the cheese, you can put like bacon bits or like Parmesan cheese or some other cheeses, and then you smush it together and you get multi-cheese and bacon sandwich.
Thank you, Purry. I agree. This is very concerning.
How is this concerning? It's so much faster because you cook your cheese, you cook your toast, Bob's your uncle.
Zam,
it's quicker, it's faster, it's leaner, it's crispier. Why would you put bread and cheese in the microwave? That's a monstrosity. Who are you?
Okay, if you're not on that, I could put it in the oven. I could put it in the air fryer.
That's so slow. The air fryer I could get behind though. That actually sounds pretty freaking crispy. I feel like that would be a good way.
So you have made what you've made is not a grilled cheese though. You've
made
either cheese toast, which is something that.
So then, how is yours not cheese toast?
Because a grilled cheese is. It's not dry bread. It's toasted bread, but it's not dry.
I could butter my bread, but there's grease from the cheese. It's already going to moisten it.
You're either having cheese toast, or I think it's called raclette. You're making like the poor man's raclette. which is a type of cheese that you melt under a lamp and then you pour it over things.
Raclette cheese. You heat the cheese and you scrape off the melted part. It's usually
Poor
served with
man's raclette,
potatoes.
Alexis.
I'm so confused why you even think it's close to raclette.
Because you're talking about like the grease and the pouring of the cheese and everything.
The cheese is in the grill.
Is.
You melt the cheese in the grill.
Yeah, that you melt the raclette under some type of heat and then you pour it over things. That's what you're doing with your toast.
But it's still grilled cheese sandwiched.
No,
between toast.
It's toast with melted cheese.
I cooked both on stream once because chat was very upset, and I tried buttering the toast. First off, my butter comes from the fridge where it's frozen and hard and doesn't spread very well. Who puts butter on toast? I don't like butter. It's used for fucking baking. Anyways, you put the freaking toast in the toaster and it's so much better. It's quicker. I finished that sandwich in like 3 minutes, maybe. You know how long it takes to warm up a cheese sandwich? And then I burnt one side because you can't even see it. So as it's sitting in the pan cooking, you don't see it cooking. You know how much room for error is in making a grilled cheese the American way? So much room. You burn your cheese sandwich. I never burn my cheese sandwich because it goes in the toaster and it's perfectly done every single time.
Zam, I am in the process of editing a fake talk show. Which already has a cooking segment of popcorn in it. I am going to do you a favor, and even though it's going to put me way behind deadline, I am going to make a grilled cheese segment.
And you will find my way of grilling cheese is not only more efficient.
I'm going to show you how to quickly and correctly make
my way cheese. Is quicker. I don't care about how you could possibly grill your cheese sandwich quicker than toast and melt cheese. Like you're cooking twice as fast with 2 different pieces of equipment. There's no way you can make it faster. Second off, there's no way you can make it leaner.
Equipment to do both at the same time.
That slows you down. Listen, could you make Thanksgiving dinner faster if you had 2 ovens? Yes.
But
quicker is better.
You're doing 2 different cook methods.
They're the same method. You're toasting bread and adding melted cheese. Yeah?
You're making bread. You're making toast nachos. That's what you have made.
Toast nachos.
Correct.
You know that's not a thing. You can't toast... I don't cut it up into little triangles. I don't dip it in salsa and sour cream, though that actually would sound pretty dank.
See?
I'm sorry. I'm very heated about the way I make grilled cheese sandwiches. Also, I want to point out, nobody taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches. This is just how little baby Zam decided to make grilled cheese sandwiches, and he nailed it.
Champrul's going to teach you in a couple of weeks.
You're going to teach me. Chat already tried to teach me how to make one. I made one live on stream at the same time I made my cheese sandwich, and my cheese sandwich is better. You know why? Because it wasn't burnt, and the butter didn't get mushed into one area. And better off, when I toast my toast, I can butter the inside as well if I so felt like it. And the toast would heat up the butter enough to spread evenly. Therefore, my way is more efficient and better in every way.
It's crunchy.
So that's what I want from a sandwich. I want the crunch of the toast. Why do you want a soggy sandwich?
I'm not eating a club sandwich. I'm eating a sandwich.
A grilled cheese sandwich. You want the crispiness for the gooiness of the cheese. And if it's dry, just add some tomato sauce. I mean, the other S word. The thing with the bowl. Yes, the soup. Just add tomato soup. Easy.
It's fine. I will show you how to efficiently make a grilled cheese.
I can't wait. If it's on YouTube, I will leave a scathing report. Like, I will write a gosh darn thesis, and I will write every single thing of where you could improve your sandwich. By the way, it's my way.
Okay. I gathered that as your answer.
I know, because I tried. I did it live on air.
If you burnt it I'm gonna put tips and tricks and everything in this.
So how do you not burn your cheese sandwich? Do you peek at it every couple seconds? Why?
Yes.
That's a waste of time. That's a waste of heat. Again, I put it in the toaster. I push the toast button down. I wait, and it goes, pook, and the toast comes out. It's perfect.
It does what?
Pook.
Why does your toaster sound like a chicken?
Listen, a lot of things sound like chickens. Toasters are one of them. Okay. How does your toaster sound then, Mr. I know onomatopoeia? Why does your toaster sound like a person who's been smoking too much and might have lung cancer? These cigarettes will kill me. Yeah.
To be fair, it's been smoking bread, so.
Touche. I like that. That was clever.
Wow.
I can't believe you don't know the better, superior way of making. Are you telling me that you're not interested in learning different ways to cook the same food differently?
I am. I'm not interested in having toast with melted cheese on it.
Why? What's the difference? Again, you can make it not as dry by adding your butter and mayo anyways. I don't, because I don't like those too.
And I'm gonna use mayo for my method, so that you can see how easy it is to spread and still have your good situation.
I don't like mayo, so you've already lost me.
You're not gonna taste it. You're not gonna taste it.
Why are you using it if you won't taste it?
So that you don't have toast.
You say this like toast is a bad thing. You know toast is great, right?
Toast is great. I love toast with my breakfast. I love toast on a club sandwich, a patty melt.
Would you put cheese on your toast?
No.
Why not?
Unless
It's
I'm
great.
Cheese toast.
I hate this. I hate everything about this because nobody ever agrees with me. And I hope this episode goes live on YouTube and somebody somewhere finally backs me up on this conversation.
I would love to meet them.
They're probably a lot like me, to be fair, and probably learned from a child. I'm gonna put it in the toaster. I melted my cheese. Yippee! Now I'm gonna put them together.
How do you cook a
yum
steak?
yum yum. Usually on the grill.
Oh.
After I marinate it.
If you don't have access to a grill,
I'd probably cook it in a pan with butter.
oh, with butter.
Yeah, and garlic.
Okay. A pan with butter.
I've never pan cooked a steak, but I imagine you probably could.
That's the correct way to do so. It's also the correct way to make a grilled cheese, but you know.
I make my grilled cheese with a pan as well. The cheese is in the pan.
No. We're just using a pan. Only a pan. That's the only cooking surface. The only
That's
cooking
so
appliance.
slow. You have to wait for the pan to heat up and everything.
You had to wait for it to heat up for the cheese.
No, because you let it cook the cheese as it warms up. That way the cheese doesn't burn.
I can do that with the bread.
Oh, then you don't. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I have a George Foreman grill. I wonder if I could make a grilled cheese or a steak on that.
A steak, I would say yes. I would not recommend the grilled cheese.
Why not? George Foreman would like it. He'd approve.
It would look very weird.
It would just have little waves in it.
Yeah. A lot of them. Very deep because it's soft bread. Unless you're doing your toasting method.
Why would you retoast toast? Everybody knows it's how you burn bread.
Oh.
Like,
It is a
as in your
convenient.
way of making grilled cheese, by the way, of you burn your bread that way. I can't believe you.
Oh,
What do
Raffle
you
has a
cook that's
point.
unconventional then?
No, but hold on. But Raffle has a point. You could use sourdough bread for a grilled cheese, and that's really good. What do I cook that's unconventional?
Yeah, like how do you cook unconventionally? Or do you do all your cooking by the book?
If I'm this is if I'm lazy, I scramble my eggs in the pan.
Hold up. Hold up. How are you supposed to scramble your eggs?
In a bowl
Why?
so
You're
you can
wasting
get
another dish that
air.
you have to clean.
Yes, but it aerates them. It makes it a more consistent texture. Yeah,
I
it
don't
makes them
typically
fluffy.
I don't typically scramble my eggs.
Okay. Well, if that's yeah, if you're not an egg scrambler, then you're not really gonna
I fry my
notice.
eggs. I fry 2 eggs for my sandwiches.
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't
Then you
put
don't
cream in
need
my
a
eggs
bowl.
because I'm lactose intolerant.
That's fair. For those wanting to upgrade your scrambled egg, put like a teaspoon of pancake mix and a little bit of water, a
And
dash of
scrambled
water.
eggs?
Yes.
Do you just have pancake mix?
Yeah.
Do you are you one of those people that goes to the store and buys a pancake mix like straight from the store?
Uh, Mostly for that, or if I'm feeling lazy and for some reason want pancakes.
You know you can make it yourself, right? It's
Yeah.
literally it's super easy to make.
Yeah, but then like I have to have all these things that I may not have enough oil or eggs or whatever. And if I could just get the pancake mix, it's just add water.
Okay. Why don't you have a waffle press instead then?
I do.
Okay, what do you put on your waffles?
You use the same ingredients.
Yeah, but no, what do you like on your waffles?
What do I want on it? Just syrup,
Yeah.
butter and
J-
syrup.
what kind of syrup?
Fake maple.
So like Mrs. Butterworth,
Yeah. Well,
Aunt Jemima.
I guess if I had to pick one, Log Cabin.
That
I
must
don't
be
know
an
how regional
American
that is.
brand.
It
I'm
might
an
be a
Aunt
Southern
Jemima
brand.
fan.
Well, we don't even have her anymore. We have Pearl Milling Company.
Yeah, they changed that up here too, but I kept an old bottle
Yeah.
and now I just swap it over because I like the old bottle and I'm doing it out of spite. Stupid
Okay.
corporations. How dare you make me
Please,
have to change the face of my bottle? Not in
are
my
you
pantry.
watching it?
No, why would you wash it? You're just putting more syrup in it.
Okay. I have ever made omelets on the waffle press? No. That sounds good though.
That sounds terrible. It would run off the
Okay.
waffle press.
You don't overfill it. What kind of waffle press? So an omelet would run off the waffle press, but a waffle would not?
No, because it's a thick, like, waffle mix is thick. It's thick.
Yes.
It doesn't spill like egg rolls.
So the thing is the egg expands kind of like the waffle batter would. So you're not filling it up as much as you're thinking that you would, Sam.
Should I make eggs with my waffle press?
I wouldn't be against it.
Maybe I'll do that on my next cooking stream. I'll try using my waffle press for something.
Okay.
Then I can write that off on my taxes. Anyways,
Oh,
what is this show you're doing for cooking? What is this episode you're doing?
so it's not even specifically for cooking. I had a sub incentive decades ago, it feels like at this point, to do a one special talk show type of thing, like a late night talk show. Um, and so it's just gonna have a bunch of different segments, and one of them is popcorn and can you make movie theater popcorn at home?
The answer is yes. I've seen YouTubes. Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. That. What else are you doing for that segment? Is it a live on air thing? Do you have a date?
It's the date is supposed to be either Friday or Saturday of next week. That I can't remember what date I decided on now. Friday.
I see.
Yeah, Friday of next week. And it's
Interesting.
a hybrid. It's half live, half recorded.
Why homemade popcorn? Why not anything else like cheese, toasted cheese?
Well, there's going to be grilled cheese now.
Do you use American cheese? I have to go back to that.
Yes.
I feel like it's
Yes.
because you use the wrong cheese.
What for a grilled cheese you use American, Sam?
No, I
Yes.
used marbled cheddar. It tastes so much better. I hate American
You're
cheese.
actually making cheese toast.
No,
I'd
I'm
like you to know
making
that.
a grilled cheese.
No,
It's sandwiched. It's not cheese on toast. That would be cheese toast. I would agree. I'd also call it an open faced grilled cheese. But mine is a sandwich. It's sandwiched.
Okay. Raffle says Swiss cheese. Swiss is a good grilled cheese. I've never made a cheddar grilled cheese. Now I think I understand your issue. Cheddar is not going to melt very well in a sandwich.
Yeah.
This is your issue, Sam.
So
You're
what you're trying to
using-
say is because I use superior cheese, my way's
No.
better?
You're using a harder cheese. If you used Swiss or Munster, American, you'd have a better actual grilled cheese. You could shred the cheddar.
Oh, well, I usually get shredded cheddar because it's not that much more expensive these days. And I just throw a handful of shredded cheese in the pan. Bada bing, bada boom.
You know, people do that with Parmesan cheese.
I
Like
could see that.
sprinkles
I
with
sometimes
Parmesan.
add the Parmesan cheese, but I do it afterwards, after you get it out of the pan so that it doesn't just get absorbed into the grease.
Yeah. But no, people make chips out of it. Like if you put parm in the oven for a few
Yeah,
minutes,
I've seen that.
it's like a chip. Yeah.
I'm
Like
not a big
tweel, that's
fan of that
food
because
knowledge word for you.
I usually get my Parmesan made by Kraft, so it's that like fake powder stuff. And I don't
You can use
feel like that would... No. I would
No, it would.
not make a chip out of Parmesan powder.
As long as it's Kraft or one that's pricey. If you're using the store brand, I don't know that I'd risk it.
I don't think I'd risk
Kraft
it
is good
anyways.
enough.
Why would I waste good Parmesan cheese on that?
It tastes good.
Okay. Have you ever thought about going to school and becoming a chef?
A long time ago. 2014. I was going to go to... I don't think that's a local thing. I was going to go to a culinary school. And didn't. I don't remember why. I thought about going back like now, but I feel like at this point, after having worked at Domino's and like watching so many cooking shows and doing all the different things with cooking, I feel like it would be harder for me to untrain that learning to get into the culinary learning. So I haven't re-pursued it.
Interesting. What would you go back for schooling these days?
Film.
Film.
Yeah. Anything
Why?
film related. Outside of, what's your dream job, full-time streamer?
Is that really
TV
your
production?
full-time? Is that your dream job? Full-time streaming?
Full-time content creator. I feel like is my answer. But
So then why aren't you taking this 100% serious? Don't
It's
let
not
your
Twitch
dream
that
be a
I'm
dream.
serious. That's true. That's true. And I think with the talk show, it's one of the things where I'm starting to get back into it. The different trips I've been taking and uploading all that different stuff. I'm trying to get back into like the YouTube side of it. But like as far as since a kid, I've either wanted to be a news anchor or a TV chef or a meteorologist for some reason. As I got into adulthood, I was like, YouTubers, this dream job, but like working in TV production would be my ideal job. So whether it be camera operator or director, running the switchboard, just anything in TV production, game show host. I've heard of Deal or No
Okay.
Deal. It's a pretty fun game. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm learning more about you.
I feel like the game show host thing, you knew that.
Yeah, but that's not really like what you'd want to do forever. Like that's something that you'd be like, yeah, that would be really cool to do, Not like I
Yeah.
don't think you'd be Bob Barker doing it for 10, 50 years.
I would. If given
No.
that opportunity, I would.
So you would
If
be
it's a
like,
show that I like.
what if it's a show you hate? What kind of game show would you hate to run?
Wow. I don't think there's any that I'd hate to run, but there's some that I just wouldn't be as passionate about. I don't think I'd be as passionate about Wheel of Fortune.
Why not? That seems so easy.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is it's just these letters. I kind of like being able to, as host, like introduce things into it. So Price is Right. Like, oh, are you sure that's $4 for that loaf of bread? Like having that little suspense moment, or like,
You could do that with
are you
letters too.
sure? Yeah, but like Pat and Ryan aren't going to be up there. An L? You want an L in this puzzle? I don't know. We'll see if there's an L. They just say, okay, there's 2 L's, and they move on.
Yeah, but that's because they're selling it for boomers. I feel like you could refine it so much more and improve on the method. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I just don't know that I'd want to be the one to change it. I'll say that. If I want to do a game show, ideally, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is the game show I would host, and I would host that for the rest of my life.
Why that one?
Regis was another idol. The way that he would play with people's minds.
So why haven't you done Who Wants to Be a Championaire?
I've done it twice. It's harder to do on stream because like it just seems really easy to Google things. So I've done one that was based off of me. One singular time, and it exists somewhere in my files.
Okay, that's fair. That darn Google.
We'll bring it up.
All right.
What?
The darn Google. It's there.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason I'm not a big fan of Jackbox, because you can Google a lot of things like murder
I like to play the ones where
trivia
it's
party.
Yeah, it's like those. You can set the timer to like 10 seconds. So like if you're gonna Google in 10 seconds, at that point take it, because you figured out how to Google quickly and get back to your phone to get the answer. And yeah,
I did play Deal or No Deal with Champ, and I totally won, and it was the best time of my life.
What did you get?
$5.
You got 5 out of a possible 50.
Yeah, but to be fair,
Wink is good.
I could have walked away with a penny. So
yeah, that was still on the board. Yeah,
fair enough. So you don't have any games coming up that you're excited for. You have a stream next week that you're excited for. Jackbox is not a game. I'm sorry. I refuse to accept that. Do you have any other streams aside from your real life stream coming up? Not your real life, your talk show stream, if you would call it that.
Not on my channel, but I am doing a lot of charity-based streams
with GDQ.
I don't know yet. GDQ is unknown because we still have submissions coming up. For like 3 different events that I'm hoping that I get accepted to for something. I don't know that I want to be a runner for any of them, but I want to be, host or someone in the background for them this time. And then I'm doing hosting for a more personal event of someone's in October, beginning of October.
And you're also part of Zam Con.
This is true.
Where I should probably make the announcement sooner than later. I need to get on those so fast. It's in 27 days, and I have to make like 13 or 14 announcements, I feel. So I'm announcing a person every 3 days, and that's going to be a lot of alerts.
A little bit. Yeah, you do need to get on that.
I do. I'll probably
You might have
work
to
on
do
it this
two
weekend.
sometimes. Yeah.
That's one of the hardest parts about being a content creator is making all the promotional material. Not going to
So
lie.
true. So true.
Fair enough. So you
That's
got
another thing I need
those.
to get back into.
Why do you have to get back into it? Shouldn't you already be into it?
I haven't been doing any promo for anything. I'll put like a post in Discord. I'll say it at the beginning of stream, and then I'll
So
move
is
on.
it really your dream then? Because it feels like you're just phoning it in, and phoning in on your dream means that it's dead, right?
No, that's why I say like I don't think I'm at a point to go for partner because
So
I'm kind of
why are you
stagnant.
demotivated? What are you going to do to motivate yourself?
Make it past this 26-hour stream. No, that's one of the things, but like
But that's in New Year's.
yeah, that's December. I don't know, I'm just trying to introduce more things. Like the talk show thing next week is going to be something to kind of challenge just kind of that TV production side of me. So like that going successfully will probably inspire me to do more things of that nature on stream. But then also just adding more structure to my streams, but not Fall Guys because it's a dead game.
I can see that.
Champ SNL basically. It's based, well, not SNL, it's more Jimmy Fallon.
You know, I don't like any of those late night talk shows.
Fair. I
used to like the Daily Show and Stephen Colbert when it was a Colbert Report. Then I feel like he sold out and became a completely different. I liked his fake American, but that's because I happen to enjoy when Americans are stereotypical. It's haha funny time.
Played Up's getting updates soon, Rafa. They've been asking a lot of questions, so that's something. Like you said, Zam, that is niche. Mario Maker's Mario Maker's so dead now that it's also kind of becoming niche.
I feel like a lot of games are dead right now, because even what was it that just came out that everybody Silk Song, everybody was super excited for it. It had such big hype. It is now 14 days after its release, and I see people playing it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see people hyping it. I don't see people excited about the end game of it. I just see some memes here and there, but it feels like it fell flat.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of fell into speedrunville.
Immediately, almost.
It's already just, we're just speedrunning it. But then there's certain people that are always going to be like that, no matter what the game is.
True.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out in 23, and I was doing a subathon, long 8-day subathon, I think it was. I went to sleep on day one of the subathon because that was the day the game came out. I woke up the next morning and looked at Twitter, and the first thing I see is we've got the time down to an hour 45 minutes. I said, the game's been out for 12 hours.
I've always felt like speedrunning ruins games, which is why I've never personally speedrun.
It can. Plate Up doesn't fall in that category. I could still play casual Plate Up and enjoy it. There's a lot of games that are like that you could still play casually. But then there are games where it's like once you learn the speedrun tech, you're not going to want to go back to just regularly fighting this boss.
I don't speedrun tech. I just play Elden Ring. Really, that's the only game I'm playing because I do this talk show, this podcast every Thursday. I do crochet on Tuesdays, and so now Saturdays is Elden Ring, and that's really the only game that I play these days. I'm too busy editing videos. I'm also putting a lot of time and effort into ZamCon. I almost said TwitchCon. ZamCon 2 is taking a lot of my time and focus, and I gotta say I'm not ready, but I have 27 days to get ready, which is not a lot of time.
It's not a lot, but you're gonna get there, and it's gonna be good. Oh, take it.
Yeah, somebody bought a ticket to ZamCon. I've sold 119 tickets to ZamCon so far.
It's
I
gonna
would
be
like
good.
to see 119 people there again. Last year it was so successful. But anyways,
Yeah.
I don't mean to sit and brag about ZamCon. And I also feel like we've talked plenty. I hardly still know you. I scratched the surface. I found out things that make you tick, and I think that you're a human, and I can respect you. You're a stand-up dude. Was there anything else you wanted to shout out?
Um. Yeah. I
There's one
stream.
question I needed to ask you.
Oh.
Why are you so slow at responding to DMs?
Huh. I think I've gotten an answer on that from another friend that's slow at responding to messages. Is that we will look at the message, right? So if Zam were to send me a message of should I have pizza or tacos today?
I never send you that message.
And
What do you mean? That's not a
no,
message I would
I'm
send
just
you.
giving an example. It's not, but it's an example. If I look at that message and I'm like, ooh, I don't know, both of those sound good. I don't just want to say, ooh, I don't know, Zam, both of those sound good because I haven't helped you. So I sit and think about it. And sometimes I will remember that this message has existed. Sometimes I've accidentally cleared the notification and I think about it 2 days later that, oh my gosh, Zam was going to have pizza or tacos. And then there's no point in me answering now because
Every
you've
time you
had
wait
pizza
to
on Tuesday.
answer,
And
I haven't eaten
Mhm.
anything. I'm
That's not
staring at
true.
my phone, waiting for an answer. 3 days later, oh gosh, I hope Champ replies soon. I would really like to eat today. It would be glorious. Maybe I should ask him again.
See, if you did that, by then I already have an answer. I've already formulated an answer by like 2 days in. So I could confidently tell you tacos.
It takes you 2 days
But
to think of an answer. That's the answer. It takes you forever.
no, that's not it's not
Are you
2 days
not
is
good
a
at
unit.
deciding
It's a
things?
few
Is that
minutes.
what's going on?
So no, I'm really not. I always joked like freshly into adulthood because I had a cheap Android and an iPhone. I had a MacBook and a Windows laptop. I just so many things. It's just like you have this and that because it's like, why would you pick one? And I just cannot pick one. And bisexual cannot pick one.
Today I
So,
learned you're bisexual. To be fair, I didn't know
Sam,
your sexual orientation.
I thought you found me through the Pride spotlight.
No, it was through the Black History Month.
Oh, okay. That was the later one. Yeah.
I never cared about the Pride History Month stuff that they did because everybody in the Stream Raiders community got very upset and started doing purity tests on everyone. And I thought that was the stupidest thing to be a part of, where everybody was like, oh yeah, you're bi? Prove it. Kiss a guy. Do it now. Do it live. I'm going to troll everything on your Twitter to see if you're actually bi. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Who are these people and why are they so insane at gatekeeping? And I was like, I don't want any part of this. I'm not involved.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Fair enough.
Yes, so indecisive.
Wait, so when I rubbed your knee, what was that inappropriate? When we touched heads, was that inappropriate?
Scalp. I think for clarity, the word scalp needs to be said.
If only somebody had a bald redeem ready.
It just
In a restaurant, to be fair.
Inappropriate.
Okay. I wouldn't know because I don't think of guys like that. So I would not be like, oh, he touched my knees. So this is now inappropriate. I would have thought.
Do you think it's inappropriate to touch a girl's knee?
Yes.
That you know. that you know.
I wouldn't. All right, so I
personally.
have a very distinct no touching policy when it comes to women and myself, right? I don't like being touched, so I don't like touching other people. But for guys, it's
Okay.
different because like I used to play football and sports and stuff where you'd grab each
Yeah.
other's ass and stuff, right? You know,
Okay.
and so like hitting somebody's knees, not that like touchy feely.
Yeah.
But I would
That's what I'm
not
saying.
touch
Like
a
if it's
girl's
a
knee
knee,
at all.
if it's a knee that you are if it's a knee that you're very comfortable with, that's the sentence.
I don't think I would even touch a girl that I'm very comfortable with on the knee. Like even especially
Okay.
TwitchCon because there's so many reasons where somebody could go around and start drama of Zam sexually assaulted me by
Yeah.
touching my knee at Peppermill.
You didn't say windmill this time.
I changed it because I was remembered about what the name. Oh my god.
But that's what I say, like that you're comfortable with. But like, no, I get that still. But no,
I hardly even knew you. How was I supposed to be comfortable with you?
we chatted so often already at that point. We didn't know each other in person.
That's completely different. Some people are completely different offline. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Thank you,
I'm-
Ken. Even
I'm
though for
very
some
much
reason
the
it's just
same.
showing up.
Very well, champ. I feel like we're going to tread into dangerous territory if we keep going. I feel like we should probably end.
I was gonna move past the knee. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to ending the podcast because it has been 2.5 hours, champ. I appreciate it. I would love to talk to you more, but I feel like we've gone past the great conversation to the loopy conversation. And as much as loopy conversation's entertaining and fun, I feel like I'd much rather have you on and ask you more questions, get to know you more later, rather than push this further. Unless you really wanted to go further, in which case, I mean, I can go longer.
We could do a part 2.
Okay, well, we'll plan a part 2. I'll invite you back at some point. You'll be back for TwitchCon at least. Guys.
ZamCon.
He'll be back for ZamCon. That said, guys, this is Champrul. He's a good friend of the show. Go give him a follow on YouTube, on Twitch. He's a great dude, great content creator. He plays Tetris at Saturday morning at like 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're not there by 9:30, it's probably because he's swapped over and played up or something instead. But go check him out. He's a good friend of the show. I really appreciate this dude. He's actually quite an entertainer. And I guess you could say he's handsome. Okay, well, he's shaking his head no. Well, champ, thanks for coming on. I'm going to hang up on you now. I'm going to go have a good night.
You too. Enjoy your egg and bread that I still didn't really understand. And thank you for having me.
Egg and bread?
Egg and bread?
Are you talking about my dinner?
Yeah, whatever that was.
It was a fried egg sandwich with 3 pickles.
Pickles?
I love pickles.
Okay.
I could literally eat a jar of pickles, no problem. I love dill pickle.
No, I understand. A pickle by itself is fine. I'm not that kind of person, but that's fine. But with with a fried egg,
do not put pickles on sandwiches.
Yes. Not an egg sandwich though.
Why not? What's the difference?
Then that's relish. Because that's a boiled egg, not a fried egg.
The pickle's not a fried egg or a boiled egg. The pickle's a pickle and the sandwich is a fried egg.
Yeah. That's different.
Fried
That's
egg, cheese, pickle, bread, sandwich, eat.
No.
You put a mustard on it too. Mustard's a great condiment.
I'm gonna look on Expedia to see what flights are. We're gonna have a cooking stream.
Do I need to come out for your real talk cooking stream and show you how to make a grilled cheese?
No.
Because I could. I could show you the Canadian way. I'm calling it the Canadian way.
That is, don't do that. Do not offend the rest of Canada.
Oh Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Cheb, it was a pleasure talking to you. I will talk to you again in chat or not. Have a good night, my guy.
You also. Good night.
Goodbye.